Enno kalbės angliškai. Tikiuosi, tai niekam nebus problemų. Klausimus bus galima užduoti lietuviškai, kaip nors mes aiškisim, susiversim. Enno, are you with us?
Yeah, I am with you, ready for rock and roll.
Yes, we are waiting for you.
Okay.
Good, please start.
Very good. So I have 20 minutes. Hopefully we are all happy and ready to go. I will share my screen. And do you see my screen? Just in a double check.
Yes, yes.
Okay. This is what I like to present about fastening system today, and those are three gentlemen who you are ready to contact. My recommendation is to contact Darius in the Lithuanian market. He is your direct Lithuanian language contact, and feel free to find the contact in the end of the presentation as well. Maybe for everyone, first step, what I say that who are behind the computers, you can also log to a Lithuanian website, ESSVE.lt. And when you go there, you see on the top here is area for constructors, for engineers. And here you will find the calculation program for concrete. We are not talking about today concrete, but often we need to fix the wood also to concrete, and you will find the info here. And when you go here to wood area, you will find info about wood. And when you wanted to find the calculation program, then you type it in SWood, and that will guide you there. Hopefully we will have also time for demo. In end, if not, then you can self go there. But in a timber side, Lithuania will update as soon as possible on his website, but I will show that in Swedish website, it looks the same. If you go here and just choose the tray, which is wood, you will get it here actually two chapters. One is the international let's say catalog. Then we have the download area for the calculation program. And here is for engineer architects a good bibliothèque, which will be also in the future present for Lithuania. It's a 2D and 3D model. But let's leave it that like it is. Now I start with my presentation. I thought that I will take some minutes and show you where to be. Talk about ESSVE itself. ESSVE is in a Nordic leading fastening company. We are founded in Sweden. We are present in 10 European countries, 200 more people, part of Bergman & Beving Corporation. And I would say that each day we sell around 5 million fasteners. So we are really focused on fastener business. If you talk about our vision, then we are looking to make your day easy, safe, and more profitability. Today's subject is wood, but we are good on also concrete. We are in nailing technology and chemical products, so you will find more info on the website. But today, idea was to make your light overview where you're gonna see EAD documents, how the working life is matter, and how to describe that as a specifier. Why is it important is because the working life depends very much what we are expecting from the building. And as we are all talking about sustainability, then it's important that they're lasting long or they lasting exactly expected time, so we don't waste too much or we make it more valuable way. Then we have also on chapter service classes and hopefully demo in end. So let's go. If we look at how the architect thinks, then architect will follow often this kind of table where they look the service life of buildings. And if we think about the service life of buildings, then we think, is it up to 10, 25 years, up to 50 years, over 50 years, or even over 100 years? And now,
sorry, Enno, maybe it's, sorry to interrupt you, but I think your presentation is stopped on the same screen. Maybe you're sharing few screens.
Okay, then good to come back because
we are still in Sweden, Swedish web page.
Oh, because I have the red line around it, and I see that but I will stop for a moment sharing.
Yeah, we see the Swedish web page, but I think from a context you are a bit forward.
Yeah, I'm in a forward. Good, you interrupted. Otherwise, I will be surprised at what I'm talking about it. So my question is, what do you see now?
Yes, now see your PowerPoint presentation.
But you see it then, okay. I will take it here a moment. Do you see a full screen presentation or you see the presenter side of presentation?
Presenter side now.
Okay, interesting. I will stop sharing once again. I showed that screen. My screen's here, and now I'm coming back here.
Yeah, now it's good. Yes.
Good.
Yes. And yeah, and I have just one comment. We are a bit out of time we had, so if it's possible, then yeah, a bit more concentrated the presentation. If it's
yes, I do.
Thank you.
Do. So here was the subject. Here we were talking about the details and the contacts, and you will have it after the presentation. So I'm starting right away in the point where I was talking about architect, and architect often choosing the building. Is it lasting up to 10, 25, 50, more than 50, or more than 100 years? And the same way we should find also the fasteners. And when the project goes to engineer hands, the engineer follow the type so that they will select, and often in a project description is written, it's worth for 50 years. My recommendation is to follow normal, because normal is guides that the structural connections are for 50 years and easily replaceable 25 and replaceable with 10 years. It is important when we go to the documentation and selecting the right products in a right applications in. Now, when we look at just in a fastening point of view, when we do the ETAs for our facade products or roof products, our structural products, or our metal fasteners, then it's specified the similar way. And to make your product or projects competitive, use it, for example, normal, and then you have a more flexibility to be in 10, 25, or 50 years life cycle with certain application area. Why is it important? It's important that when we are selecting a fasteners and we do in application with metal, wood, with brackets, then we have in Eurocode 5 one norm for example, service classes. If we do in wood application with harmonized products, then we have easy to find cross fixing, but an angle fixing is available, but the engineer sees more time to calculate it. If you go to ETA documents, then ETA documents, we will find it quick, the right values, right products, and good solution for engineering calculation. Now we are in ETA area, and if we go to the ETA documentation, then we will find there what applications we are able to use the product. And as you have the presentation also in the end, and I'm not going to stick with the details, but there is all application described nicely. And if we are moving forward, then there is also written that if or when we should use the stainless steel, and what is really the material of the stainless steel. And if we even in the wood applications go more forward, Then we do also concrete fixings there. And similar way, we find out that the working life of the concrete fixing is similar to wood fixings for 50 years. So that's good to know. They are all structural connections in 50 years application area. If we go to the bracket areas, structural connections, then that as well, we have important points to recognize that the same similar 50 years is mentioned. But as well, there is a mention that you need to pay attention when you pre-drill the fastener holes and when you don't. What is in structural application the right fastener length and which holes you're filling? And if you wanted to do the 3-point fillings in timber end, then you should know that there must be also pre-drilled holes, which often never done, but it's important to bring it out on specifications. Now, when we go to the facade businesses, then in the facade businesses, we do see that the stainless steel is often asked in external application. But when we do the timber framing buildings and just, let's say, putting a sandwich panel on the top of it, then it's important to turn all the fastenings internal applications. And how to do that, contact us and we support you. But we see also here that all facade systems are in working life 25 years. And if you even go for further in the roofing, then roofing areas, for example, flat roof, the fasteners are specified for 10 years. And now it's very important that we don't mix those years. Why? Because often the 10 years fasteners maybe is used in 50 years area, or the 25 years fastener is used in 50 years area, or the selection of the fasteners is not done well or correctly. But we are ready to have your private trainings, closer trainings, if you are ready for those. But my idea to present you is that if you are, as an engineer or architect, specify the fasteners normal, when you're looking forward for 50 years, and you know that in replaceable or easy replaceable area is 10 or 25 exceptions as well. So if we go now on service classes and think about what is described there, then in service classes, we do see that we have many things specified according to the humidity in the wood. And we do see that the humidity in the wood is dependent below here, 12%, or above 12%, or above the 20% is already service class 3. And that makes the service classes 1, 2, 3 to simplify and find the right product coating in table 4.1. In a table 4.1, where is a durability point and Eurocode 5, we will see that actually on diameter 4 or bigger, we don't need any coatings because often the wood is protecting for external environment. But new legislation or new standards guiding that we do need to also pay attention on environmental conditions. But selecting the right fastener again, I pay attention that the table says that if in a table specify the fastener, then the bracket or metal sheet coating is next. Or when we go follow the 25 micro surface thickness, then the bracket or metal sheet should be a Z350 coating thickness. Of course, when we have risky areas, we should think about when to use the stainless steel. But what do we see here is that in a 50 years context, when we are in a metal wood application, which means bracket fixing, then often outside areas to have it 50 years, we need to use fully stainless steel. So engineers often think how to turn it to be on service class 2 level. So that's the part where we can come and be a part of your support partner in the future. If we jump into the Eurocode 3, which is a metal standard, then we see that there is a lot of info which support you to select the right fastener in the right area. And it's also divided for exterior and interior area. And as we see in a facade area, where all the exterior metal fasteners in metal application should be in stainless steel, then all fasteners which are inside of the wind barrier area are actually kind of outside, but they are inside of construction, which is interior area. And we are able to go and think about it now. Is it also replaceable or easy replaceable, and reduce down the working life of the fastener selection? But more details, when you have questions, we are coming easily to support you. Talk about new EN standards. Then the new EN standards also on wood area talk about timber classes. And that is paying attention to timber class 3 and timber class 4. And they are now the area when the timber humidity gets higher than 16%. The timber itself starts being aggressive and turn the fasteners towards the corrosion. So we should think about how we can manage the 50 years in areas where it's needed, or where we can manage the 25 years. And think about, is it the timber now that humidity area service class 2 or service class 3? And this no, the 3 is above the 20%. But also the timber classes settle up the zinc plate thicknesses of the fasteners. And if you think about the zinc plate thicknesses of the fasteners in carbon steel range, and also it settles as stainless steel materials. And here is, matter of fact, the pH level in wood. And we saw in the previous pictures where the wood was mentioned, which is the timber 3 or timber 4 area. Now, if we look at also the new standards where we're heading, then we see that the very dominant area as a C2, which can be condensated area in the wall or outside or interior side, then having now marking also with not weathered or weathered area. And that's very important that we make a lot of areas are not weathered, where we can have a more economical reason fasteners used and selected. I pay also here attention that here is a nice remark that real C3 and C4 atmosphere in Europe is very rare and only found where the industrial areas meet coast areas, or also near splash zone roads treated with the de-icing salt, which means that, for example, we are in Kaunas, we are far away from coastal line, but we are salting our streets in the winter time, where the humidity will blow with rain from the car tires to the facades, and we have the salt there, and we call that a C3 area, for example. We have quite a lot of range of ESSVE core steel products, which meet and fulfill the C4 carbon steel product applications, but I pay attention, it's in a 15 years area where you can downgrade them to the C3 25 years area to fulfill the replaceable or easy replaceable applications, what you're looking forward in, let's say, C3 or C2 applications. Then what else we can talk about here? We talk about maybe needed values, what we need to do. And as engineers always ask also in renovation businesses or new businesses, some pull-out service. This is all what we offer. But pull-out, often we do it in concrete, how to fix the timber really on concrete application. And the calculation program we mentioned, but important to know that the chemical and mechanical anchors are in our full range assortment and strongly supported with ESSVE calculation program. a few pictures about the program itself. And many engineers have told that you have quite a good, which means ESSVE have quite a good calculation program to work on it. So feel free to test it, download it, and use it in your daily business. If we go our timber deck product range, then we do have here as well the calculation program. And maybe now who already Googled and find it out that ESSVE really have wood calculation program, we could make some quick calculations in there. Now, when I switch back to the website, I'm asking, am I on a website or am I on a presentation mode?
On the website, you are now again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I go here to download the calculation program, I already have been registered to win time. Then maybe I will show you simply that it's easy to go in Timber and do a quick calculation.
Yeah, but only if it's very, very short, because we are out of time already.
Yeah, I show you two applications. One application, ESSVE, is one of the first to show that we have also a CLT application. So we can do here many of the calculation ways, and we can do it which way we want it. We can do it with one fastener. We can bring also the metal elements in it. That's one sample. And other sample, which maybe bring it in here, is, I will not save that, is axial loaded connections. And when we do often with metal brackets, such a fixing, then in metal brackets, we are not able to do such an angle fixings. And those angle fixings are coming with the screw applications very quick. And for example, quick sample, difficult, is when our food is 45. And we do here a cross fixing, for example. Then in a cross fixing, we need to do not cross fixing, we need to do parallel to win time view, because there is no room for 45 wood application. And you as a designer are able to fulfill your project info, you are able to make your design calculation, and in design calculation you have assortment of product. If you want to filter of different type of fasteners, you will get it, and when you look the final report, you will get it that very fast out. And our idea is to support you and tell that please feel free to go and use ESSVE calculation programs. You will get the nice project layout. You get the guided notes which standards they are based on it. You have a worksheet for installers to see what fasteners, how and when is installed, and it doesn't matter you drill it up or down in, it works. And you have availability to do all your check controls with passed through calculations. So yes, that was just fast jump into the presentation, and now to go in the end idea is that we have it here. Finished. I thank you very much. Hopefully it was something educating, but idea was not to go deep in, to give you a surface overview what we are able to support you today in heavy timber or light timber area. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Enno. I'm sure people interested in will contact you or your colleague Darius in Lithuania for more information.